Hello and welcome to Grand Tour Nation, your go-to source of information on, yes, you guessed it, the Grand Tour. I'm your host, Alex. Make sure you find me at AlexDoesCars. And if you like this kind of video, leave a like, subscribe, click that notification bell, comments, and as usual, go to grandtournation.com to find more content just like this. I don't know what I'm doing. It's late in the day. Just a quick note before we get into today's story. I've seen a lot of comments saying that you love these quick, snappy updates that I'm giving you, but today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to give you a number of stories. If you like the style of video, let me know in the comments and I'll keep doing it. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments and I'll stop doing it. It's all down to you. I just want to make the best content for you guys, so please let me know what you think. So, onto the first story. The last episode of the Grand Tour saw the trio battle their way through the vicious roads of Madagascar to find lost pirate treasure. It was a picturesque episode with lots of gorgeous shots from the talented camera crew, and the trio's cars were equally as impressive. I tried out a stock Bentley Continental GT V8 to see if it was as good as Clarkson said it was in the episode, and I think it's safe to say that I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen it, go and see it. I'll put the link in the description and maybe get one of those things up top right or something. But yeah, go and watch it. I enjoyed it. Clarkson has now admitted, however, that filming the episode wasn't as much fun as it looked. He said the following to a number of media outlets, including us at Grand Tour Nation at a press event. The road was phenomenally grueling. Of course, the backdrop is not grueling at all. It was deserted white beaches, turquoise seas, and verdant jungle all around us, overflowing with fruits and things to eat. It wasn't the North Pole, it wasn't a desert, but the going was really spectacularly tough. And I think every car fan will look and think, how on earth could those three cars possibly have kept going in the way that they did? I mean, you guys have seen the episode. It's no surprise that Clarkson felt a little bit stressed every morning about the upcoming filming of the day. The whole thing was difficult, waking up in the morning and thinking, I've got to go back on that road. And there was one day, I think I've got the numbers right, when I say we drove non-stop for 16 hours and covered 4 miles. That was very grueling. We'd be getting into the campsite at night at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd be off again at 6 the next day, and you haven't really eaten and you've drunk too much. It's just awful. And it was very hot, and I'm making it sound like it's a real hardship going to a tropical island in a Bentley. Now, from one show to another, Clarkson has recently talked to our friends over at Grand Tour Fans, link in description, go check them out, they've got loads of great content, about how he bought the farm in readiness for his new episode, or his new show rather, I Bought a Farm. In the interview, he discussed why he bought it and then the challenges he faced later on when he took it over and started farming for himself. Well, it was 2008 actually, and the previous owner, well, we can all remember what happened in 2008, the world went a bit potty, he says, referring to the 2008 recession. And so the farm came up for sale at a reasonable price, and I thought, well, I should buy that, and then did. I didn't really pay much attention until last year when the guy said, well, I'm going to stop farming, and I thought, how hard can it be? Of course. You just put seeds in the ground, and then weather happens, and you get food. So that's easy, I'll do it. It wasn't as easy as he was hoping though, as he explains that everything went wrong during the awful year that's been 2020. God, what a bad year to start on. So we started on what was the wettest planting season in history. And then there was Brexit, and then there was COVID, and then we had the driest spring in history. So it's been a pretty good year to be thrown in at the deep end. The new show is expected to come to Amazon Prime Video in June, according to Clarkson, but we have not had this officially confirmed by Jeremy Clarkson or Amazon themselves, so it's still completely up in the air. We're just going off what he said in one tweet. Now, this has all come during a moment of pure drama surrounding long-term Jeremy Clarkson rival Piers Morgan. He stormed out of his presenting job on Good Morning Britain, and since then, he's left the show. Now, fans are calling for Clarkson to replace him. Here are a few of the tweets. Finally, we're wrapping up today's video with some unfortunate bad news from Richard Hammond, who, once again, has been rather unlucky with the cars he drives. He's just admitted that his Morgan Plus 6 that he specced out with the help from fans has died. I don't think it was upside down though. But you never know. This is Hammond. Yes, so the car was damaged in flooding over the Christmas holidays. And he talked about this in a recent video with Drive Tribe, where he apologised to all the fans who spent a long time speccing it out with him. He said, "Unfortunately, we experienced a slight flood on Christmas Eve, and I'm sad to relate that the Morgan died. It's dead. It's gone. It led a brief but interesting life. It lived for under a year. It had an exciting trip to France in between the lockdowns when that was legal and possible, and then it died in a flood." Mike Fernie, a presenter for Drive Tribe, asked if Hammond had any plans to recover the vehicle. Unfortunately, he said this. "No, it's gone. Crashed. I'm really very sorry. Thank you for your assistance with deciding on the interior colour. I loved it for the nearly a year that it existed." While talking to Mike in this interview, Hammond also admitted that he had bought a small block V8 for the little Opel Kadett we know only as Oliver. Now, it might have been a joke, but we're going to get into this in a completely separate video, and we're going to talk about all the possibilities that Hammond could be doing with Oliver. We've already talked about the history of Oliver, which some of you liked, not all of you. Some of you called me boring. I understand. But if you want to watch it, the link will also be in the description, if I remember, and it might also be there, if I remember. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this style, please let me know, like I said at the beginning. Just let me know what you like, what you don't like, and we'll adapt the videos to suit you. If you like this kind of content, as always, go to grandtournation.com and subscribe, like, already said the comment thing. Like me on Twitter. Like me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah. Bye.